Hey guys, welcome to a special episode of Comics and Sweet Tea as we celebrate our campaign launch today. Uh, Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get things going on both things here, making sure I'm linked up with Instagram too. Welcome to all the Instagram guests. If you want to jump in chat to make sure you're heard, be sure follow the link in my bio. That way you can jump in the chat over here. That way we don't miss anything because we want to answer all you guys' questions. Uh, the channel's growing. I can't thank you guys enough. Just keep spreading the good word. Or is like Kenny said earlier, caring is sharing, and I really like that. So anyway, yeah. So share our campaigns too. A lot of you guys have already done that. We can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, it's a special episode of Comics and Sweet Tea. Hey, it just takes a second. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment. That means the world to the algorithm and to me because I want to know what you guys think. So drop a comment, some things you would like to see on the show, anything, just, hey, I like to talk. So talk to me. Drop it in the comments and talk to us in the chat too. So anyway, without further ado, let me get first few guys in here, and of course Kenny, because we launched this thing together this morning. Hold on just a second. Let me get these guys in here. And we grew one while we were out. Hey, what's going on? Kenny Aiken, top right. We got Nate Price, bottom right. And we've got the Dan Price right here below me, which he's always above me. But this one time I get to be on top.
Next to my cousin Nate.
Yes. Yeah. That's my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations, you two. Campaigns are doing good.
Thank you so much. Hold on. You guys talk just a second. I thought I had adjusted my my volume. I ain't got my earbuds in. Please entertain these people while I figure this out real quick.
I gotta entertain people.
Yeah. I know it sucks.
Yeah, so you guys aren't getting any
I'll try
feedback.
not to be too long.
I don't have headphones, so I don't have any in here anyways. But anyways, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
So this might be the first time I've ever talked to Dan ever. Maybe not.
Have you never talked before? I've watched some of your lives. I feel like we're like this.
Maybe it's just in text. One of us is talking, the other one's on the other end. Because I think I've jumped into your live stream before a couple times. So and
we're doing this,
right? So you got yours. Your thing coming up or almost done too, right?
So I'm about to ship that out. I'm just waiting for a little bit, little last things from the artist, and we are off to the races on that book. So I was putting together things on it tonight, right before I jumped in here. So you just have to entertain me right now. Hey Keith, how are you? So it's going good though, man. But yeah, you guys are crushing it out there.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. We just hit the first stretch goal on mine, just literally minutes before we started. So yeah, pretty cool. It's going pretty good. Yeah. What's that?
What was the stretch goal?
750. We're getting stickers for backers. So
that's great.
I'm probably gonna put up a poll. I'm gonna come up with a few designs and put up a poll probably somewhere on my Instagram or something like that, just to see what people want. Then I can make what people want instead of just some random crap, So not that any of it would be crap, but add a little choice to it.
Yeah, no shit. That's cool, dude. Good stretch. That's a good early stretch goal, man. The Nate, how's Night of Chihuahuas wrapping up, man?
We're done tomorrow. This is the most we've done in the Kickstarter, and Thank you. It's been weird. It's been awesome, and it's been weird.
Somebody was telling me about that. Maybe it was Jerry, Night of the Chihuahuas.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
That's
I'm
right.
on check, and you're ending that tomorrow? Let me look this up.
Yeah.
I
We're 10 a.m. Or well,
thought I backed it. Maybe not. Night of
11.
the Chihuahuas.
What was your original goal, Nate?
1,000.
And what'd you hit?
4,300 right now.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. The LKC group's been very supportive. Questions, people answer, help direct, and I like it's kind of like the hive mind maybe because it just kind of works out. People kind of direct you, so it's been cool this time. And the weird part is like, while we can plan and plot, it doesn't always go quite like you think, and
Sure.
just trying some wacky stuff out. We have a guy who's a fan, and he made some videos. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he made one. It's like a Valentine's themed video, and it's hilarious. And it's gotten quite a few views.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I figured it out. So there we go. I can hear everybody. I was like, I've got to figure out how to fix that permanent. There's a way you can go in and do it by app, but I'm too lazy to do that, and I'm not tech savvy enough, and I don't want to put the it to do it. So there we are. Keith Mirage says, just have to entertain me right now. That's what we're here for, Keith. We're here just to entertain you. That's our sole being right now.
All right, I think I got it. Okay, so I got all the chats going at once. All right, let's see here. Well, maybe not. Maybe my Instagram froze.
You got Insta going? No?
Well, I had Instagram going and it froze when I tried to make a smiley face at somebody. So we'll see what happens. But let's see. I got YouTube chat going here. For some reason, I can't link it to the StreamYard, so I'll just do that. All right.
Sorry, it's Robert Garcia calling. Hi, Robert. I'm on a podcast right now with Jerry and Kenny and Nate, so I have to call you back. All right.
Oh well, that went into there. Weird. Let's get everybody's links into the chat real quick. I want to look at this Night of the Chihuahuas. I thought I backed it, but maybe I didn't. Was that you telling me about that, Jerry? Night of the Chihuahuas?
Yep.
Okay. I think I might have looked at it and maybe not backed it because I forgot, or maybe I did back it.
And Nate, that's 5 issues. Correct me if I'm wrong. You got all 5. It's a complete story. The story arc wraps up with 5. Correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
We're gonna try to do a second series called Chihuahuas from Hell.
Awesome. That's awesome, man.
More bizarre. So,
hey, while you're going down the rabbit hole, you might as well take the full trip. I mean, shit. Get the most out of it.
Just go all out. Chihuahuas on ice. Chihuahuas.
Yeah, definitely. Chihuahuas on ice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I have this vision though. I want to see a corgi flying down from the heavens with its wings spread. I don't know how that's just my little psychedelic vision that I want to bring.
That could happen. We could make that happen.
Yes.
That's incredible.
You can do anything in comics.
Exactly. That's why I love them so much.
Yes.
So I know, and I was trying to listen while I was trying to figure out my sound. So anyway, the campaign ends tomorrow night. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all you guys that are watching now, that'll be watching later, be sure and don't miss Night of the Chihuahuas because it's fixing to be gone. The campaign is tomorrow. Like we just said, all 5 issues, guys. It's the complete story arc, and all of them are available. You've got different covers, some incredible artwork by different artists. Tell them some of the other stuff. You've got some prints. You've got all kind of stuff, don't you, Nate?
Yeah, I'm trying to throw everything at them this time. We have merch. We have a glow in the dark figurines.
Oh wow.
We've got
Oh, that's awesome.
t-shirts.
That's cool.
What's that?
That's cool. Can I see it again?
Yeah, here, let's see if it actually glows.
Oh yeah. That's sweet.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Kind of, but
That's really cool.
t-shirts. We have original art. We have sketch covers. We have some really cool foil, really exclusive stuff. And yeah, we tried to keep it simple but make it fun this time. So that's what we've been working on.
You're really throwing the kitchen sink at it, man. That's badass.
Trying, man. Trying to find ways to just make some money out of this thing and keep the ball rolling.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now the
Did you 3D print those yourself?
What's that?
Did you 3D print those?
No, a guy that we that does shirts for us did. So
Nice, nice.
It turned out amazing. I love the design. That's really sweet.
and they're pretty affordable to LKC people.
Ooh.
I mean, like not those, but I mean,
perks.
like if you wanted to do your own,
Right. Yeah.
no,
No.
karate. And I'm not trying to sell you guys.
Gotcha. Hey, you sold me, dude. Hey, we'll talk, Nate.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be DMing, dude.
All right.
Definitely.
The thing I
That'd be
want to
really
do in my
sweet.
next campaign is I want to do a plushie.
Yeah.
Oh wow, those are cool, man.
Yeah, that'd be
I
really
just
fun,
don't
too.
have the characters for it though. I mean, you guys could pull one off with Bigfoot. You definitely could pull one off with Night of the Chihuahuas, and then Apex and your new character Blueheart. That would make an awesome plushie.
But
Yeah, I
Archangel, the Archangel wouldn't be a good plushie.
Man, no. I mean, come on, man.
It's gonna make a chibi.
It'd be your own private guardian angel. Yeah,
Yeah.
you sold me on it, Nate.
You can sleep with it at night and be protected.
Exactly.
Are we talking about? I coughed for a minute. Did we? Are we talking about a plushie of the corgi with the wings?
No, the
No,
Archangel.
we're talking about a plushie. I was saying you guys can do the plushies. I
You
can't
need
really
that,
do
Terry.
one, but
You need that hard. You need that.
Yeah.
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 You need that.
it'd
Well,
be
you-
your own. I could sell it as your own private guardian angel.
That's perfect.
Yep.
You need that.
And then if you wanted to customize it, you could do like a blood splatter remark on it. And
Definitely.
Splatter snake on it.
yeah.
Yeah, if you find out a good place to get plushies manufactured, let me know because that's something I've been interested in a while. I just haven't.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
research
I've
it.
got the name of a place. Christopher Michael from Crit gave me the name of the place that he got his done, and so I'll get that. I'll get you that information, Kenny.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking
cool.
about Chris.
Yeah. Now I have one of his some little
Samedi.
Somdi cats, over there. So I was recently traveling for work and I met a voodoo priestess. And she said that we were pronouncing the word Samedi wrong. It's Samdi.
Samedi.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So
I didn't either.
yeah, you learn things. So
Definitely. Samedi. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
So
she's
how
totally
did
amazing.
Samedi come up with the voodoo priestess?
So what?
How did Samedi come up with the voodoo priestess? That's my question.
Yeah, well, no, he's the.
You brought it up?
What we were just talking. She said what she did for a living, and I said, "Yeah, I know." Started talking about because she mentioned the person. I said, "Is that?" I said, and I mentioned she mentioned the Sandy. I don't know much about voodoo lore, so bear with me. Yeah. So, but she mentioned it. And I said, "Is it not Samedi?" And she corrected me and went on with her story. So, anyway, I'm taking this off in weird tangents.
Hey, that's what we do here. We go on weird tangents.
All right. Well, then
That's what makes it interesting.
follow me, boys. Let's go. All right. So,
That's the sweet tea.
Let's talk of this. Let's talk of this voodoo priestess. And I can't even say the word right now. It totally just left my mind.
no, it was just
Samedi. There we go.
Yeah, I know. It was just a short discussion and off with the rest of my day. So, but that was the one part that I really took away from it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you said
No,
that was
it
for
was
your
not-
day job.
Say what?
No, that was for your day job. You were
Yeah, well, not the conversation with the voodoo priestess, but I was
Yeah.
traveling for work, and I was in.
I thought you were John Constantine for a moment.
Yeah, no.
He secretly is.
We just happened to meet up or like cross paths in Cologne, Panama, and
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
so that was where we crossed paths with each other. She too was traveling, and we had a moment where, basically two Americans were talking for a minute because we both were lost. So that was that whole thing. So yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
That is awesome. That's sweet. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna jump over here real quick
Yeah.
and see how the campaigns are doing. Let's see. Let's get an update on Blue Heart. Let's see. It's taking a minute to pull up. Wow, at 44 backers, $750. You are killing it, Kenny. Killing it, dude.
Well done, man.
So that is our first stretch goal right there. So the next one after that is at, let me see where I put it. 1250. We're gonna do prints. So and I'm gonna do digital prints too, because I always feel like I always feel like the digital backers usually get gypped on the stretch goal. So I figure I'll send out some digital prints and stuff like that too for that one.
Really sweet. Let's see. I ain't had nut. Oh, my thing ain't updating.
You're right,
Check
Ken.
nine.
Go ahead.
Check mine, Kenny, or Dan. If either one of y'all have it pulled
let me
up,
see if I got
pull it up and see
I
what
got it right here. You're at 536 for 20 backers.
Gotcha.
You've gone up a little bit since last I checked earlier. Just you're a little over a third of the way there for your initial goal. What is what is your first stretch goal? You got stretch goals in here?
I think I'm gonna go 1800. I'm pretty sure that's where I've went the last couple times. And yeah, if whoever doesn't get the early bird, I'm probably gonna give that print as the first stretch goal, the Sid Cushion. Probably what I'll do, whichever cover you don't get, that's the print that you will get for your stretch goal. That way you can get another one of the covers, at least in a print that you didn't get. That's what I like to do. I like to give people make sure they can get a little taste of everything, because you guys are awesome. You continue to support this and help me build this world out, and I'm eternally grateful for that. And another thing, at probably 2200, we'll be doing the drawing for sketch cards again, and yeah, we'll do that. I'm probably going to try and do more this time. I really enjoyed that last time for physical backers. So that one will be coming up too. I've got to get those in my campaign. I swear it doesn't matter how much you do on your campaign, you never get enough done. There's always something you miss, little details. Like I really fucked it this morning. One little detail, one little thing in there, man. I can't even remember what it was. It was on one of the rewards, one of the little details, and I went to lunch and it hung me, and that was a wrap. And I had to go in and find it.
I wasn't expecting to get on a live stream first thing this morning, and I was like, I saw the crust in my eyes when I came out to my office, and I'm like, and then I hopped on Instagram. I seen you on there. I'm like, all right, I'll get on there, and yeah, I don't even remember what you were struggling with. It was kind of funny though.
Yeah, that's my usual thing. Anybody that's followed me with these Kickstarters, no, it's always something.
Well, that's all right. I was
not my friend.
I realized after I got to the gym that I was charging people for PDFs, so for shipping. So I had to go home and fix that. That was well, I got a couple messages in there. I had somebody messaged me and they're like, I don't know why I have to pay shipping for a PDF. I'm like, that's just a total mistake. But the biggest problem with it I had was you used to be able to respond to messages on the Kickstarter app, and you can't do it anymore.
Yeah, Yeah, they
Yeah.
did something funky with that lately.
Yeah, they really shit the bed on that
Really?
one. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do any creator stuff on there anymore. It's basically all for all the app is all for like the consumer end of the business. So
Wow. So
Yeah.
you can't just message them anymore independently or whatever.
anything with your
That's
campaign
right.
at all, you can't access the dashboard or nothing.
If
I
you go
always found
into,
the web version of it on the phone much easier to use than the app anyway.
Me
Yeah.
too.
It
Definitely.
is because it's more similar to the one on your regular computer. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
in a pitch, I mean, if I had a message or something like that, and I just hit it, in my email or whatever, it was really easy to just message somebody back real quick.
Right.
So I'll just have to now on my new phone. I'll just have to log back into the thing on my browser and interact from there, I guess.
Oh yeah, and Dan,
Yeah.
you won this, big boy.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Got that sketch cover for being the first backer.
What?
Yeah. That's all you, man.
It was supposed to be mine. I was trying to get it, but then I was like, I'll just let Dan get it because I think Dan got first on mine too. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do exactly for that because I am going to
we
do.
got to come up with something special for Dan being number one on both of them. We got to
Well,
do
thank
something.
you very much, Kenny, for letting me have it, and thank you, Jerry, and just thank y'all. I'm stoked for the comics, man. So
You and me both, man.
yeah,
I have been waiting on Blue Heart ever since I first seen the glance of it. Kenny snuck it in there it's been a good while back, and I was like, I've always questioned him about it every time we would talk. So, man, what's going on with this Blue Heart? I wouldn't be pushy with it. I'd be like, hey, what about this Blue Heart? The guy, what's going on with that?
I submitted Apex to a publisher once a while back, and they're like, "Well, we don't have any room for this. But what about that other thing you're working on?" I'm like, "Well, that thing's like way far off. So we'll talk about that some other time." But so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got something good going on here. I don't know. We'll see.
It's incredible, man. Do you guys know anything about Blue Heart?
Nope. I know.
You'd like to know them, man. Drop some knowledge on them on this.
So I guess I'll just read my little synopsis here on the thing because it's easier than stumbling over my words. So basically, it's about a Trodox, the warrior prince of the Highlands. So an ancient evil, and I'm gonna write that down. Ancient eagle. Yeah. Make a note of that real quick. Ancient eagle. An ancient evil has awakened in the Highlands. And the Highlands is like this floating kingdom. Basically, it's Scotland in the future, but it's like floating in the air. So it's like this island kingdom. And so this evil's awakened. Everybody's getting turned into monsters. It's like a high fantasy type story. And he's got to leave the kingdom. His father, the king, sends him to go find this sword. And then that's supposed to be the key to defeating the evil. Well, he finds some other stuff on the way, comes back, and that's, it takes off from there. So that's basically the Ash Can synopsis there. So
Awesome.
As you're talking about it, I'm looking at the artwork on the Kickstarter page, and I've seen a little bit here and there on Instagram. But fuck, dude! I mean,
incredible.
This page with the chain. I mean, just this is pro as shit, Kenny. And not that I'm saying your previous work wasn't, but this is so unique.
Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it.
Well, actually, Kenny had an artist on the other. He did the coloring. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, Kenny, this is your first where you're actually illustrating your own.
Really?
Yeah, so Brian Belando does the line art for Apex, and I do the coloring.
You do
I do the writing.
Okay.
Yeah. So for this, Brian is helping me with this. He's been doing and layouts, page layouts and panel layouts and stuff like that. So he sends me some layouts, and then I change them around, do what I'm gonna do with them, and then draw everything over the top of it. So,
dude, well, great pairing because this is incredible looking. I mean, seriously, I'm stoked as shit for this.
Thanks, dude.
It's amazing looking stuff. I love the gate scene. Is that the same one with the chains or no? I can't remember. I'd have
Yeah.
to pull the campaign up. Yeah, I love that page, man. I love all of it, but what you did with that page
did
is just fucking incredible.
I did that page yesterday. So yesterday morning, I got up. I went to the gym. I came home, and I started working on that page yesterday. And I didn't stop working on it until 11 o'clock last night. I was working on it all day. I wanted to make sure that page got onto the campaign page because I think it's probably my favorite page of the whole book. And it doesn't, I mean, it tells you stuff without telling you stuff, right? I mean, he's doing, he's on a journey, he's doing shit, right? He's going places. But it's a really ominous looking scene, so, and it's supposed to be. It's really cool. I'm actually kind of proud of that one.
Okay, well, let me drop some knowledge on them. Chapter 4 of End of Days, it picks up right where I won't say exactly where we left off in chapter 3. You can see that just a little bit of time has passed, but if you go back, it's a direct tie-in as well to Battle of the Damned that Matt Martin illustrated. So, I mean, we pick up, we find out there's some serious shit going down. She showed up. This is McCoy's ex. Well, she was his fiance, still his fiance. She had been taken by the vampires and turned. She's returned to McCoy. It appears as if she has a handle on things. We'll see. She's going to drop some knowledge on them. The vampires are on the rise. She's come to warn them. So anyway, that's where we pick up this issue. All hell is breaking loose as the Ripper murders are still going on. So now they're dealing with that, and they're going to have to deal with the vampires. So this thing is going to get really hairy really quick. So you guys, you don't want to miss this issue. It's going to be a very key issue. A lot going on. Also, we've got a bonus 8-page story complete. I mean, he did the writing, he did the art, he did the colors, the magnificent Matt Martin. He hadn't had enough of my world. He wanted to come back and tie a nice little bow on Ballad of the Damned. It's just an incredible story. Bitten. It's 8 pages long. It's going to be right at the end of the issue, included into it. So we're looking at right at close to 40 pages on this issue, counting the story by Matt. So a lot going on in this issue, guys. You're really going to get a good bang for your buck on this one. And that's my pitch.
I need to get him to start doing my pitch for me, because every time he talks about his, I'm just like all excited. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Shit, right? Yeah.
Oh, you guys quit. I'm not that good. I'm not. So Dan, hold on. How are things going with Hennigan?
So close to done, man. So close to done. I can taste it. Taste it.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like.
I think I was wondering.
It's like the finish line, dude. I don't know, man. I'm just ready. I didn't hear what you said. So what?
I missed what they said too. What would y'all say it tasted like?
Chicken.
Chicken. It tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. Yeah. Why not?
No, but it's coming along really good. It is. I'm stoked. We've gone through a little bit of a roller coaster on this book, getting it together. Something that we pitched it as a black and white comic, and we sold it as a black and white comic. And then when we were turning everything to hard blacks and whites, for the printer, we were noticing some things weren't showing up so great and things like that. Ooh. And so gonna eat some shit and just go ahead and print the book as a color comic. Not have it colored, but print it so like the hues and the details show up better. Yeah. So it's gonna be and the blue lines and stuff like that show through and
Right.
things like that. And so it's just going to be a little different than what we initially were going to do, but this is better. You know what I mean? So if anybody gets upset, they can get a refund. I'm not going to get mad. You know what I mean? But I think that I think it's going to look better than, well, I know it looks better. I'm the one who's been looking at all this shit, and going through it all. And doing, a little Photoshop here and there to fix a little few things and, that kind of stuff. So darkening
Right.
here, burning, dodging, just getting things where it needs to be. Adam's done a great job with the artwork. Casey's done a spectacular job with the story. I helped in the dialoguing. Like that's kind of one of the things that I do. I'm Bigfoot, like we write the story together, but when I
Right.
letter and we're dialoguing things in, getting all the dialogue in there. I'm big on cutting and chopping, to get it as, concise as possible. So,
Right.
things like that, it was fun writing with Casey, but like it was Casey's baby, really I come in and the ending is my big contribution to this book. But they've knocked it out of the park. So it's really cool. I got, we got mini prints for the deluxe backers, and we got we were going to do 2 trading cards. Now we're doing 3 for all the extra for all the stretch goalers. So they'll get 3 trading cards, 2 stickers, partridge in a pear tree. They're getting it all. So it'll be good, man. I'm really happy with, like, I'm in InDesign right now, like doing the pagination of the whole thing. It's coming
Right.
along really nice, and getting ready to record the director's commentary real soon so we can get that done for the deluxe editions of the book. And all the Draw This in Your Style contest winners, they're all on the back of the deluxe edition. There's 10 pieces of artwork in the back of the deluxe along with the director's commentary. So, I think that's a 44-page, ended up being a 44-page deluxe edition when it was all said and done. And then, we added 2 pages into the main story anyway. So that was,
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what that means over in the chat, but it made me laugh.
J. Cole, he said, early, give me the bird. Yeah, thank you so much, J. Cole, for pledging too. He jumped on the early bird special.
Oh,
So,
right on, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anyway, so yeah, fuck it, it's coming along, man. We got a comic almost, So
Dude, you got some incredible fan art in too. There was just there. I would have hated to be in your spot, dude.
that was
really.
Yeah, no, it was a great place to be and a tough bind to be in.
Exactly.
It's like
Everybody else to be in that kind of bind.
It was awesome. I think we got like 27 entries into the contest, and we're gonna pare it down to 5. And I was like, I don't have the heart to just pare it down to 5, so we'll pare it down to 10. And so all of them, they get like a physical copy of the deluxe edition they're in, and they get a t-shirt, and that's for the winners. So they all that. So we tried to make it worth their while and make it a fun contest, so yeah,
Right.
I'm stoked.
I keep saying I'm going to do a pinup eventually of Bigfoot and Nose Karate and Apex doing something.
Oh, I want to see that.
It'd be so cool, man.
Yeah.
Good mix together.
It mixed together so well. So
It really would.
well.
That'd be sweet.
They,
Let's say Jared from Pyramid Graphic Novels said congrats again. Thank you, brother. He just pledged to. Jared, thank you so much. I actually, on my end of the year show, his was my book of the year. Violet Dogs. That book is, oh God, it's so fucking incredible. He's working on the next issue right now. If you guys haven't checked out Pyramid Graphic Novels on Instagram, go check out his stuff. It's mind-blowing. He's working on the next Violent Dogs, and he's also got Night War coming. Just an incredible talent and a hell of a storyteller. It's outstanding. Check him out.
That's awesome. Book of the year, huh, man? Congratulations, Pyramid Graphic Novels. He's a hard sell, so you know.
I mean, that's dude. It plays like a movie, man. I literally felt like I had sat down and watched a movie after reading that one comic. It was just I haven't experienced that to that depth in comics, and just it's been a while. I mean, it rips you, man.
What's it
It'll
called?
grab a hold of you.
What's it called?
Violent Dogs. Definitely check that
You told me about that one
out.
before, too.
And it's an ongoing story too. That was just number 0.
Is that his handle on, or is it Pyramid Graphic Novels?
Pyramid Graphic Novels. Yeah, it's Gary from Pyramid Graphic Novels. You're welcome, dude. Thank you for the opportunity to read the book.
Oh, I'm following him. Why don't I ever see his stuff?
Gary is amazing.
Because Instagram sucks.
His Instagram sucks. Exactly.
It's the worst, man. You know, like I got rid of Facebook because all it does is try to show me reels now. Yeah, I get on there like once or twice a day on the computer, and I'll like post what I need to post and interact with what I can see. But you know, I had some people getting upset with me because I wasn't, you know, interacting with their stuff on Facebook, and I'm like, I can't help it if I don't see it. You know, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's just that the platform's trash now. You know, it's all about showing
the algorithm is shit, dude. I mean, you follow somebody, you think you could at least see their work, but even when you normally hunt it, I have to hunt most of you guys down all the time because Instagram is showing me bullshit.
Right.
And I'll literally have to search you to see what you're putting up. And it sucks.
Right. That happened too the other day. I realized like I was looking for your something to share for your book.
Yeah.
And I was looking through your page, and like I noticed I hadn't seen like 5 or 6 of your latest posts. I'm like,
exactly.
I liked them all real quick, but I'm like, what the fuck's up with that? I mean, we interact with each other on a daily basis, and I don't even see your shit. So
exactly.
It's like I feel like I'm on Instagram a good amount of the time, you know, and then when you miss something, you go to somebody's page and you see that you missed like 4 or 5 things. I'm like, shit, man, I'm shitty. You know, I mean, like, where have I been?
You're not shitty, Dan. You're a fucking awesome dude.
I know. I mean, I'm out here feeling like a terrible person. I'm like, damn it, I didn't like all of Jerry's posts. Fuck.
Yeah, no shit, right?
You're fucking awesome. But yeah, I mean, the Instagram's a motherfucker, man. It really is. The algorithm sucks. It's just, but hey, I mean, as far as platforms go, it's still one of the better ones out there.
It's still the best one for me. So
Yeah.
like I can't bitch about it too much, but it's like it's some days it's not what it used to be. You know what I mean?
Right. If it wasn't for Instagram, I wouldn't have met any of you guys. So
absolutely.
You know, I'm eternally grateful for that.
I did a little test on our campaign. I was posting graphics, you know, how many days left or back us, and then I started posting like just memes that were jokes, but tying what it said into our campaign.
Yeah,
it would get. I think one of them got 189 likes, a bunch of responses. But it's just funny because you post one that's supposed to be for your campaign, 30, 40, 50 likes.
Yeah, that's it. That's
and it just takes off, and
it's weird how it works now.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because like you can put up a reel. I remember I put up a reel one time, and it got like 18,000 views in a matter of just like, you know, super.
Oh
fast.
yeah, it's insane.
It wasn't even something that I was really that proud of. All I did was like have the page on the screen, and I just kind of went like that and showed all the panels, and that was
You're logging up, dude.
Hello.
Did we lose him?
No.
Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yeah. You just froze for a second.
Okay.
You were talking about the reel, and then you just bleh.
Yeah, no, and then you know you put in some real. Then you put in some, you know, real time into a reel, and then it's like, oh yeah, no, like 103 people saw it, and you're like,
right?
Come on, you know, come on.
That always cracks me up too. And then not only does that happen, but then your account engagement for everything else just goes to shit too. Like if you start looking at your stories, it's all fucking bots, you know, and none of your friends are looking at it anymore. It's just bots. Like, and you know, they're bots because they're trying to sell you whatever dog shit, you know, stuff they're selling. So.
Right. Are they asking you to join this or do that or, you know, some kind of bullshit?
They want your social security number and your credit card.
Yeah. And they're going to pay you in Bitcoin.
Right.
Oh, my favorite. The worst thing, not the worst, but I mean, like in terms of Instagram engagement, I remember, you know, doing Bigfoot Knows Karate, and then we did this Halloween Man Meets Latex Avenger crossover, right? And then I'm like, okay, I got to start promoting that book. And I watched my engagement go like this. Because like the audience was so trained for Bigfoot, they didn't know what the schmuck with a rubber on his head was doing, you know, in my feed, you know. So it made, you know, so, and it took a while once that campaign was done to build myself back up again, you know, and I never felt like I kind of got right where I was, you know. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
So it's weird, you know, but all it really told me is if I want to keep an Instagram account going, I can never stop drawing Bigfoot Knows Karate. So like, it's just all going to fall apart after that.
No, man, we won't let it. We won't let it do.
You're the best.
I tell you, I love Bigfoot. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead.
I keep hearing Twitter's really good for engagement now compared like follower to like engagement count or whatever. I just haven't put the time in to like learn how to do it, but I don't know. Everybody keeps saying that Instagram is dead, so I don't know.
It'll probably all change in like a year, and it'll go to AI, and we'll have to reboot all of
2 months. It won't be a year. Man.
Not AI, but the metaverse or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they'll change it. They change the algorithm blah, 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 every month, I think. Sometimes every week, I believe. It's insane.
Why?
Why?
Yeah. J. Cool says Big Brother heard you complaining and decided to silence you. That's what happened while you froze a while ago, I guess.
I think he was talking. Whatever. I'll take the hit on this one. Fine.
Was it me?
I don't know. I was. You know. I mean, was I complaining? I don't even remember.
No, I don't think you were. No.
You were the one who was angry about Instagram.
No, Kenny started. I started. Kenny started this.
I'm going to pass it.
We just carried it on. Yeah, it's all.
I'm really good at instigating shit and then getting everything and then
just sit back and just he started. He threw the firecracker out there and we just run with it. You know.
That's how it works usually. That sounds about right. I like to stir it up a little bit, get everybody riled up, and then just sit back and watch.
Can I share something that I didn't get to mention?
Go for it, mate.
One of our stretch goals is actually a preview for a story I wrote called Killer Hair. Does that work?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to get it out there in the world. It's just the line art right now. I don't know if it's going to show up, but we are going to cover it. But
that's cool.
It's I don't know. It's exciting because Night of the Chihuahuas isn't my story, and I put it as the number 2 stretch goal just because I wanted to get it out there. I don't know if that's
really cool.
Try to get the story out in the world. I know we'll take a little hit, you know, printing them, but I don't know. It'll be fun, you know, maybe collectible, something that's not everybody's going to have.
Yeah, that's really cool. Good chill. I never have thought about doing something like that. That's a really good idea. You know, just do like a little black and white comic, just, you know, some idea you're working on to kind of see where it goes, you know, get that first take from everybody. That's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
We're actually working on a kid's book for Night of the Chihuahuas because Night of the Chihuahua is not family friendly.
Right.
So many people have come up to our booth and asked us, can my kids read this? And the answer is always no. We don't suggest it. I mean, you can do it whatever you want with your kid, but
I mean,
hey man, I grew up on RoboCop and stuff like that. So
yeah. So it's we're making an 8-page kids comic, and it's still horror, but it's like kid horror. It's fun. So
got that whole Goosebumps kind of vibe, that R.L. Stein thing going on.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's appropriate. It's fun, and we the young lady that did the cover art, her name is Myra.
Yeah.
She's totally new to comics, and she wants to get into the scene, and she's doing the illustration for the kids book. So
That's
cool.
I actually think she talked to Mark at one point, and I think she's going to be jumping in the LKC wagon as well.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. I tell you, man, this younger talent coming up. We've talked about this, Dan, me and you, about the future of comics. I mean, we weren't worried about comics dying because it's like I've said 100 times, people been doing it. I mean, the cavemen were doing it on cave walls. That was comics. Comics aren't going anywhere. But I was worried about what form in which we would be getting them. And after that interview with Max, oh my God, that kid blew me away.
Oh, he's incredible.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, his love for the medium and it just the old school mentality, making his own comics. That's just fucking incredible.
He mailed me this.
That is, man.
Sick,
Wow.
dude.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's incredible.
That
He's
kid.
absolutely incredible. His love for the craft is
Oh God, yeah.
unmatched.
I could talk to that kid for days on end.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
And
really.
he just turned 23.
I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
He's like a wise master.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
Hey,
a
man, you can
it's
learn
like a
from
reincarnated Kirby or something,
That's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Joe Kubert, either one, I mean, hell, maybe he's a mixture of both of them. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
Sounds good to me, man. He's a really talented kid. He's got gusto. He's got moxie, man.
Yeah. See, Moxie.
Yeah. I got a jet, fellas, but listen, congratulations on the campaigns, both of you.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks for coming on.
And I hope y'all wrap up strong.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations on going, breaking records and all that stuff. So y'all have a great evening. I don't really have anything to promote right now, other than if you back Pentagon, it'll be coming soon. We said March. We'll have it in March. And thank you. And otherwise, look out for Bigfoot Knows Karate Chapter 3, Hellhound on my trail this fall. So, okay.
Nice,
Right.
man.
See you, Dan.
Thank
Y'all
you,
have a
Dave.
great night.
Always
Thank you
a pleasure,
so much.
bro.
See you, bro.
Later.
And I
Later, dude.
got to get my kids some dinner, so I will get going as well. Thank you, guys.
Dave, it was a pleasure, buddy. You have a blessed night, man.
Kenny, I can't believe we haven't crossed paths yet. I looked and I'm not following you, and I need to.
That's weird. Yeah, just throw me a follow. I'll follow you back.
Remember to do that right now.
I'm gonna check out your book. I'm gonna check out your book tonight. So you said you had 13 hours left on it or something like that, right?
Yeah. I've been having trouble with my phone in general. I don't know what's going on. I can't make calls out sometimes. It just turns it on to SOS mode. I can't follow anyone right now. I follow them. I can show you right now. I follow. I go off the person. I go back, and it says that I'm not following them.
Huh.
That's weird.
So I don't know what that's about, but
we'll figure it out.
yeah, no, I just don't want you to think like I didn't follow you today, and you're to think like, what?
Oh, you're good. Yeah, whatever. I mean, sometimes there's like so many people I think I'm following, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm not following that person. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I looked up your campaign. It looks awesome, so I'm gonna jump on that too. And Jerry, I haven't got on yours yet because I can't decide what I want to do. I honestly, I was looking at it like, so I don't
Did
know.
I put too much in there? Is that what I did?
No,
Is it
because
too much?
the custom watercolor sounds awesome, but I think you can only get one reward at a time, and then you can do multiple add-ons.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you can get multiple things. When you I tell you honestly, if it were me, if you want to jump on the book, I would do probably the easiest way to do it would be the physical catch up, which is all 5 books. That's $50, I believe, and then you can do your add-ons.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I saw the custom painted thing and my mind started working.
Yeah.
So, I have so many ideas.
I got you, buddy. Well, hey, it was a pleasure to have you on, Nate.
Thank you guys.
Congratulations on the Chihuahuas. All you guys watching tonight, be sure jump over to Night of the Chihuahuas on Instagram or on Kickstarter and back it right now. Campaign is tomorrow. Get on it now. All 5 issues, complete story arc. He's got all you guys seen that glow in the dark Chihuahua. That's fucking awesome. He's got all kind of other cool stuff on there. Go in there and check it out.
You gotta put all the links in the video. I would guess, right? All the links for the campaigns.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna
Karen,
as soon as we wrap up tonight, the links will be in there for your campaign. Everybody that's been a guest on the show, where you can go and follow these guys. All that'll be in here.
Caring is sharing.
That's right. Exactly. Wise man said that earlier today. Yeah, it stuck with me.
I got a tattoo of it over lunch, so
Nice. Nice. Where'd you get it?
on my chest, right under the tattoo of Will Ferrell that I have on my chest.
Hell yeah.
I'm joking. You never know.
Let me guess, it was Ricky Bobby. You got one Will Ferrell, but it's Ricky Bobby on the Big Red. If you don't choose Big Red, then fuck you. And then you got Caring and Sharing.
All right, guys, take it easy.
All right, man. Have a good
night. Pleasure, dude.
Bye.
All right.
Wow. Already awesome night. Shit,
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I think you told me about it last time we talked. And
dude, he's got some sick looking covers on that too. Max actually did some cover work for him. He's got one. It's a homage to The Exorcist, the original movie poster.
okay, all right.
Dude, you got to check that out. It's so fucking awesome.
Like the street light. Is that what the street light thing?
Yes, dude. Just look it up on Kickstarter, and it's gonna blow you away, man. That's a fucking awesome cover. Max, he actually I think he just sold the original artwork for that. And I mean, you see the produced art after you doctored it up and everything, but his original inks and all looked better than the produced cover.
I feel like a lot of times I get like in that sketch mode. And sometimes I just like the sketch better than I like the finished product, because it's just, me
too.
I feel like sometimes when you get to that finishing process, you lose a lot of the energy.
You lose something, yeah.
Some of the spontaneousness of the lines and stuff like that, So sometimes the finished piece is better, but I got a couple pieces up here. I'll have to pull them down off the wall someday and show them to you. I got a few of the original Apex covers are in. I got 2 of the pencil pieces and 1 of the inked ones up there on the wall there.
Wow.
Mostly everything's done.
Got rid of what was the lady that did the cover? It was either the last book or the one right before that, and you had her art for sale for that cover. She did the painting
one with the gouache painting.
Yes.
No, I still have that one.
Oh, you do? I thought you got rid of it in that campaign.
No, I put it up for sale. Yeah, every once in a while I'll put them up for sale and see if they'll sell because I only have so much space, and I hate to see something like that sitting in a drawer or something like that stored away. So it's around here somewhere. Think of that. Where is it? Oh, it's right here on the wall here. Here, let me pull it down real quick. Let me mute that real quick.
Yeah,
I was a bit worried I lost it for a second.
That work was absolutely amazing, man.
It's
I
really
love
good.
painting. I suck at it, but I'm trying to get into it.
So she's actually somewhat local to me. She lives about an hour away from where I'm at.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
That's
so this
awesome.
is the piece right here.
Oh
And,
wow.
It's all gouache. She does this really cool pastel gouache. She's absolute Ama on Instagram. And I met her a while back at an art show in Chico where she's from. I went to this art show called it was called Keep Chico Weird or something like that. It was one of the first art shows I did. And they had some of my self-portraits in there because my self-portraits are kind of in the weird, dark kind of world, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
And they took one of my pieces in there, and I had that. So then I started following her, and then I seen she did this really cool pastel-y, like, she did do these really cool pastel gouache paintings. So I had to have her do something.
Yeah.
She's pricey,
It turned out incredible, man.
and
I
really
love
good.
that cover.
She did two pieces. Actually, this is the print.
Yeah, that's the print. That wasn't the cover.
Where is the cover at? Now I'm wondering where the hell that went.
She's like on top of the bear.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. What did I do with that? I better find it. I know it's in a frame somewhere around here. See, this is why we sell things, because we don't know where we can't keep track.
We
Oh, it's
keep
over here.
up with them. Yeah, I've got shit tucked everywhere, man.
Let me pull that one down here. I'll show you that one. I found it.
Okay.
I was getting worried there for a second because I did take some of these frames down about a few months ago to take some stuff to show. So here is this one here. So that's the one you're talking about right there, right?
Yes, I see it.
Yeah.
That's
So,
beautiful. Which I like the other one too, but I love that, man.
so yeah, I had her do this one first, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna get her to do a print or something like that. So
yeah,
I have something nice, something else nice from her.
yeah, she does, man. That's sick. It's
and then I have my buddy Justin did I think it's just acrylic and charcoal. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get that one down. I'll have to show it to you, but it's a pretty cool piece too. It's kind of in a similar style, but it's acrylic and charcoal,
Right.
which is pretty cool too. He does my friend Justin. I want to try to start getting some more of my local people in on some of this stuff because
definitely.
we have we have the mural project through my buddy Carlo runs this organization over here called the Art Hunger that he started here, and it's kind of there's like a bunch of like little art factions in this area.
Right.
Everybody's kind of like clawing, trying to get do their thing or whatever and try to get noticed. And it's funny because there's a couple of these organizations that are from here that don't want to hire people from here. They want to hire people from New York to come in and do murals and stuff because they think that that's what's going to get them noticed,
No,
and it's
man.
weird.
Support local, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, God, that's a no-brainer.
They're just local in name only. They want to, hire some big name from New York, whatever, which is fine. Do whatever you want with your money, but they're taking local people's money, putting it towards, not local people things. And
Right.
it's important, to support
Yeah.
local, especially with artists. So, and the next year or so, my next couple projects, I'm probably going to try and bring in some of my local artist friends to, do some stuff if they want to, because it'll be fun, I think, and it's always better to work with people locally. Like working with my printer locally it's such a phenomenal experience because I can go down there. If he fucks my shit up, I can choke him. If
That's always a plus. Yeah.
I always tell him that. I said, if you fuck it up, I'm going to come in here and choke you. And he's like, okay. He said, I won't mess it up. But I can always go get proofs from him anytime I want. Anytime I need something in a pinch, I call him up on the phone. I shoot him an email and say, hey, can you do this morning? I'll come by in the afternoon, pick it up. Boom, he's got it done. So
That's awesome.
It's always nice to have that kind of thing. And then with, same thing with like local art, I can just, if I have somebody locally that, I want to work with, we can work together on things. We can, get together, have lunch, have coffee, talk about ideas. It doesn't have to be over Facebook Messenger, which is super unreliable and annoying, so, or email or whatever it is, so, as the in-person correspondence, I think, is a lot more fun. Not to say that this isn't good. This is
Right.
This is good too, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Well, let me back up. Born Brothers, they're a local printer, and they do all my prints, my mini prints, my 11 by 17s, all that stuff. And I mean, you can actually go in there and just talk to them, and they come up with some great ideas for my stuff. They showed me that some textured paper, I never in a million years would have thought that would work good for a print, but I mean, you can actually go in and look at all the different paper and the linen paper versus regular. I had no idea, I'd never done something like that. And I mean, their expertise and their willingness to help, because I was local, that meant everything. So yeah, they do all my print.
If it cost me more money to do it locally, I'd probably still do it, just because just like what you were saying, we went through so many different types of paper when we were figuring out what we were going to use for the Apex books,
right?
The interior pages, and we finally found the perfect paper. And I can't even tell you how many times I get compliments on who printed your books. This paper is so awesome because it doesn't have any gloss on it, but it's durable. It has no sheen to it whatsoever, so you can read it at any angle. You can put it in bright ass sunlight. You can still read it.
Right. That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, I wish to God we had a local printer, that could do the comics around here, but nobody's set up for that kind of thing.
My printer, he's not what you would call a printer. So what they do is they do pre-sort. So they do all the political mailers, all that stuff. So go find your people that do political mailers, that kind of thing. Call them up because they probably have the machine that can do it. Yeah, because that's how we found this guy. They were doing all the political mailers. One day we called him up. We said, "Hey, can you do some prints for us? We need some prints in a pinch for this Comic-Con we're going to go do, in 2 days." He did them up, and then we got to talking to him about it, and we're like, "Hey, could you print comic books?" And he's like, "Yeah, I could totally do that." And that's how we ended up doing it. I mean, me and a couple other people are the only people who use their service for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Her books look amazing, man. Really, they do. He does great work.
I love them. It's my favorite. I think the only company that I think has better paper is DC. DC's newer books.
They've got some nice fucking paper, man. I hadn't figured out exactly what it is, but I love it.
I do like it.
And I get my T-shirts done locally too. It's a little more, but there again, helping out a local business, and they do incredible work.
I do get my hats done locally, my shirts done. Some of my shirts done locally. Sometimes I order those shitty $15 ones from Sticker Mule.
Yeah,
it's like a one-off shirt. That's what this one is here. It's I think it's an iron-on, but I usually it's like $15 for a shirt. It's gonna last me 6 months. I'm like, cool deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
right.
For the nicer stuff, I do go through my local guys here because I can just go in there and be like, "What's up?" I go down there and sit down in the boss's office and go bullshit with him for an hour and hang out and waste an afternoon.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it looks like we're doing pretty good. You got a couple backers during the thing. You're at you're 22 for 621. Very nice, dude. Very nice.
Yeah. Where are you at now? I haven't.
755, 45 backers.
Hell yeah.
I got a lot of drawings to do. A lot. I'm at I'm looking
How
at
many
these right now.
backers do you have just on that one tier? Can you look at
28.
that?
28.
Yeah,
be
you're gonna be
drawing
good. Yep.
Hey man,
So
I
like
can't be
you said,
happier.
Yeah,
couldn't be
it's
happier.
your work, man.
I get to draw my own character. Somebody else is going to buy it, and they want it. You know what I mean? I'm not forcing it on them. They voluntarily gave me their hard-earned money to draw them my character.
Can you beat it, man?
Out there, and that that's fucking cool of me, man.
Hell yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. So yeah, so I'm gonna send the file over because I'll just have my printer print me out the card stock for the cut me the card stock for the drawings tomorrow with the logo on it, and then it'll be a nice custom card stock with the logo in the bottom corner, and then I'll do all the drawings on those, and I'll probably just start this weekend because might as well get ahead of it because if I do one a day, it's gonna take me 30 days right now.
Yeah,
I better get going.
Hey, you're just on day one.
I know. So I'm only doing my campaign's only 21 days long too. So
yeah,
I never run it for more than 3 weeks. I feel like 3 weeks has always been my solid number.
Yeah, I started to go there, and I was like, I've always done 30. I'm already launching in the morning, so I might as well not fuck with that. Keep it at 30 days. Even though you've always got that little lull that I hate so fucking much, but it is what it is.
I want to try do one that's like a week or two long, and see what happens. Yeah. Just like maybe a week, and then maybe do one that's 2 weeks for something small.
I know. Do you know Snowy Works? Do you follow him? Drew? I can't think of his last name right now, but anyway. He did Caspian Porter. He's done a lot of sci-fi.
I've seen it, but
yeah,
I think I don't know if I follow him.
He does those short campaigns all the time.
Does he short ones like that?
Yeah, he'll drop a 14-day in a heartbeat.
Nice, and he does good with them.
Oh yeah, he always funds. Yeah,
nice. Yeah, because I don't know. So because one of my buddies who does Kickstarters a bunch told me he only does in 3 weeks because it just makes more sense. You just get it over with quicker. I think it makes sense from the standpoint that I think it makes it harder for people to back out because they forget that it's only 21 days instead of 30. So maybe that was the strategy behind it. I couldn't figure out one way or another what the strategy was behind it, but that's what I've always done, and it's always worked for me. So,
gotcha. Yeah, I seriously toyed around with the idea for this one. I thought long and hard. I said, well, I'm already changing some things up. I need to stick with the 30 days this go around. I think when I do bounty, I think I might do an ash can for that first, and maybe do a little short 14-day Kickstarter. I'm thinking seriously about doing that.
Yeah, I wanted. I like the ash can idea. I wanted to get some stuff out for this. I know it's not the complete full book, but I just want to get people
interested.
Get people interested and get people get some of this work I've been doing into people's hands and give myself some deadlines.
Right.
With this project,
we need those. We do.
Right. With the project, it's kind of been like, all right, well, I'll just get around to it when I get around to it. Yeah. And I found that once I put this on Kickstarter, it was like, let's get to fucking work, and I'm a lot more focused and a lot more focused about getting stuff done. Like, yesterday, I probably spent more time in one sitting yesterday drawing than I have in a long time. Because it's pretty easy to get wrapped up in all the administrative shit. I'm like contacting people about doing shows, going to the printer, dealing with all this other stuff. And by the end of the day, my day is gone. And I'm like, well, I don't feel like drawing now, So now it's like, I'm setting the time aside. I'm getting this shit done, so.
Right. That's, I've always said that I wanted to have the book done before I launched the Kickstarter. But realistically, I'm a lazy fucker. I need that deadline. I
think I was reading a pretty decently long thread the other day on Twitter. Somebody was just talking about that, and I kind of feel like it's starting to become a problem with Kickstarter, where we set the it's like when YouTube came out, we used to people used to go with just any old camera and whatever, and they make their content, people watch it,
Yeah.
And when Kickstarter first started, I mean, people would put a project up there, and it was a work in progress, right? It was something that we were working on. I personally never have done that, but a lot of people, they need to raise funds so they can do this project, and then they build the project after it's done. And now it's become to the point where it's like it has to be finished before it gets launched or almost done. And I mean, that's where I'm at. I'm in the almost done category every time I launch a project.
Yeah.
But it's starting to become a requirement now.
Yeah.
And like these people are saying, like, you have to have letters on your preview pages and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't even hire my letterer until after I'm done with the campaign. I mean, 90% of the time. So I mean, that's just kind of out the window. I'm not worried about spoilers. It's not why I'm not posting letters. It's because I haven't got my letterer on the job yet.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, you're right. It's gotten ridiculous. I mean, it was all black and white art. You didn't have anything finished. I mean, sometimes it would still be in sketches. You'd be looking at roughs.
I want to look at. I haven't looked at this one. I'm gonna look at my first campaign and see what that looked like. Because I just remember, I just followed the example of the people that that I was hanging around at the time,
right?
And they were releasing projects that were almost done or most of the way done. When they started. So I feel like I don't have anything against that, but for people to say that that's a requirement, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't know about that. So yeah, what's interesting? Okay, well, actually, there is letters on the page on one of the pages here. Okay, so I have one page with a little bit of lettering on the top for the first campaign. None of the sound effects are in here at all. Yeah, so it's kind of a trip to go back to that and just look at that. It's kind of
I always go back every time I do a Kickstarter. I go back and look at some of my older stuff.
I haven't gone back this far. Wow, this is a trip to look at this. This isn't bad.
I've got a question. What year was that first Kickstarter? When did you first
Let's take a look.
Jump out there on Kickstarter?
Does it tell you when it finished?
It should. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Campaign completed on such and such.
Okay. So it was. It says my fulfillment was June 2020. So that was I launched that one. Actually, I was going to launch it at the end of March 2020. Then the pandemic hit, and I was back then. I was a super germaphobe.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't functioning. So, I took a month off of that, and then launched it in April of 2020. So I pushed it back a little bit. I wasn't, I was just really wasn't sure what was going to happen with people's money. People were like, getting told to stay home from work and shit, like all this crazy stuff. And it was like, are people even going to have money to do this? It was just a really weird time of uncertainty. And, I just went with it in April. I just launched it. And then, it did good. It did really good. Actually, it exceeded my expectations. We did $4,100 on that one. I think I started it at, I think the main goal was 3,000, I think.
Yeah.
And we did 4,100.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you tore it up with that one.
Yeah, it's been a grab bag across the way. I mean, my goals have changed over time because it's sometimes things are a little cheaper to make than other times.
Right.
Overall, mostly, I think the thing that's killing me and everybody else right now is the cost of shipping. Like, I understand when I go and back a book and it's $10, that's fine. I don't mind that. And then it's $10 to ship it, and I don't mind paying that either because I know that's what it costs. It actually costs more than that. If you're putting board and bag, Gemini mailer, and you're shipping first class or priority, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it's $12 to ship. Most people are charging $10. It's about $12 if you account all of the packing materials too, which you should be accounting for.
Right.
In the thing. I mean, last time I had to buy bubble wrap for hardcovers. I bubble wrapped them, and then put them in the Gemini mailer, and then shipped them either media mail, which people paid for media, or I paid first class, which if they paid for first class. Generally, what I like to do for shipping is I'll ship media every time if I can. So like I can't ship coins media, like those Apex coins. So if you order a coin, the shipping's going way up because I can't put that in a media mailbox. But I can put a regular book in media mail. So if you're getting 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, it's going media. And you're only going to pay like $4 for shipping it, $5 or whatever.
Right.
So I think it was like almost $4 or a little bit, $4 and some change for media last time I paid for media. And then you count for the packing materials too. It's about
those Gemini mailers, they're not cheap.
No, they're not. I mean, they're about $1 a piece. If you buy them in bulk, you get them a little bit less, but still $1 a piece. I reuse them. When I get a book from you, I just throw that in a pile in the corner and I reuse those things. They're reusable.
Oh, wow.
You know? Since I always heard you couldn't media mail comic.
Yeah, you can media mail.
So you can media mail anything from what I understand from what the guy at my post office told me, and he may be bullshitting me, but I've never had a problem with it. He said you can media mail any books that don't have advertisements in them.
Yep.
That's what I was told. So if it has ads in it, if it's a Comics Wellspring book and it has ads on the back of the book, it's a no. But if it has no advertising in it, you can ship it. I always tuck my prints, trading cards, and all that stuff into the back of the board and bag, and I've never had a problem with it. But coins, never sent them media mail. I think I did once by accident. I sent a few of them before I knew, but never have done it since then.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much truth is that because I've heard mixed things about it all the time, but I've never had a problem with it.
Jeff, if you want to jump in here with us, man, you got the link, dude. Jeff is actually he launches next week. He's got a book called Tales of the Mariner. I've actually been sharing it in my stories, and he was on the show. It'll actually air next Wednesday to coincide with him launching his book. So Jeff's freaking awesome.
Tales of the Mariner. Next time you post, I'll check it out. It's launching next week.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I'll have to check it out.
It's going to be like an anthology type thing. It looks incredible.
Nice.
Where'd you send me the link? Yeah, it's Instagram, man. Shot it to you in a message on Instagram. Just go on there and use that link, and I can get you in here with us, and we can shoot the shit. That's all we do, man. We just shoot shit. Oh. But yeah, Jeff's really cool. I can't wait for his show to air. He's actually been done with this project for quite a while, and he's just now getting out there with it. He showed me some stuff on it, and I mean, it looks incredible.
Sometimes it takes a while to get it out there, man. I was having some severe what the fuck do you call it?
Anxiety?
Week? No. Imposter syndrome. Where I'm like, man, I don't know if this is good enough to fucking put it out there. You know?
Oh wow.
I get like that sometimes. You know, it's with my own stuff. I mean, with the colors on Apex, you know, the colors with Apex come so natural to me, and just coloring in general and painting and shit like that, you know. But there's still a lot of illustration shit I don't know how to do. You know, I'm not terribly great at anatomy. I'm not terribly great at perspective. So there's a lot of things I've been figuring out as I go, you know. And
dude, I love how you're winging it because it's looking fucking incredible.
I like how you say winging it because that's exactly what I'm saying.
Did you find it, Jeff? Sorry, I didn't see a link in the Instagram chat. Dude, I don't know then. I know I sent it to you. Huh. I'm on my phone, or I would hit you right now with it. I don't think you can. Can you do that on your what am I saying? My desktop version
You
of
can open
IG?
your Instagram on desktop and send messages. You just can't post.
Gotcha. Well, hold on then. I might be able to do something here.
Yeah, because that's where I get my link from you to go on my PC.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this. Messages. What? Hold on. I don't know if it's going to let me with me doing. Well, I think the live should be over with though. I think it kicks you off after an hour. No, it's still going. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. It didn't kick me off. That's awesome. We're still going live on IG as well. Usually after an hour, it's over with, but they're letting us go. Outstanding. Hold on. I've never fooled around with IG on the desktop version. Let's see.
It's pretty bad. I was trying to keep up with the Instagram stream and the YouTube stream on my phone and on my desktop here, but for some reason it was just chugging along, so I just closed them.
Okay. Let me find the link now. That's weird. I know I sent it to you. Let's see.
You want me to send it to you?
Well,
can you just send
yeah,
this?
if you got it, shoot it to him.
Wait, can I send you what you sent me? Is that, or can you copy what you sent me?
That's what I'm looking for. Oh, okay, I've got it. I've got it right here. I've got it. Copy link. I found it. All right. Let me find Jeff. Paste. Let's see. I'm not sure if that's the same thing or not, but try that, Jeff. It should be, because I just copied the link. We'll see in a minute. Jump on that and see if it brings you magically to us. Let's see. Have you been keeping up with chat on Insta or no?
I was trying to, but my phone was not.
Wasn't playing along.
Well, where I had my phone set, because my router is about 75 yards that way in the house.
Gotcha.
So I had my phone sitting over here on this desk, and it was acting up. I don't know if it was just not getting a good enough signal or not, so I just closed it.
Jeff?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, nice to meet you.
You too.
I was just looking at your Kickstarter, and I have the problem everyone was telling Sherry. I don't know what to get.
Man, do what your heart tells you.
Well, yours I had to catch up on, so I went with the digital 5 issues because I was like, $50. I mean, I want to, but maybe you'll do a trade next.
Actually working on that. Yep. It won't be the 5 issues though. It's going to be more because I really didn't come to a point where I wanted to do a trade, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Where I come to a logical conclusion. I mean, some people just do volumes, but I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want it just to be a piece of the story. I do, but I want it to have a logical conclusion and then pick up further in the story, you know, with the next volume. But you still kind of get some kind of resolution at the end of the trade. That's what I'm wanting to do, you know. And I know I'm not going to reach that point with this one. Not saying that you won't come to some type of conclusion, but but you see what I'm saying.
Yeah. How you feeling so far? Almost a day done.
I slept most of the day, so I felt great. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, yeah, I couldn't be more proud of how the campaign is doing. You know, it still amazes me that people like my work enough to support. You know, that they'll share and support and just all these things. It blows me away, man. Every campaign, it really does.
Yeah, no, it's definitely neat. And I saw Kenny, you're already past your goal a few times over. It looks like so.
Yeah, we hit the first stretch goal. Yeah, it's I wasn't sure how this was going to do because it's vastly different from my other 5 Kickstarters, it's like a science fiction, like anime-ish kind of. I don't even know what category that even fits in.
I think you pretty much nailed it there.
I think that's pretty close, right? It's very colorful. And this is very not colorful, but totally completely the other direction from what I'm usually doing. It's a little melodramatic, I think. So I wasn't sure, but I was like, I'm gonna put a random number under 500 and see what happens. So I went with 497. I see a lot of people do like some I don't know, like random number. I don't know, maybe it's just because it doesn't matter, but yeah, so I'll just do 497 and see what happens. So we'll let the people decide.
I think that 7 was a magic number for you, man, because you are killing it, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna let the people decide on this one and see if we continue doing this. This one I'm gonna continue doing no matter what. This is just my passion project right here. So this is kind of more of a personal project that I decided I'm just going to put out there. So, I mean, Apex is too. Apex is kind of like my little, inner evil person that just wants to cut everything in half. That was
Al Samurai.
Well, so I don't know if I've told you this, but so my original concept for it was a small comic strip, and the whole premise of it was that he was just going to go and cut things in half, not by night because he's an owl. He was going to fight kaiju monsters in Tokyo, which he does in the comic series. But the comic series is more serious than the comic strip was. And the more lighthearted side of it was going to be kind of like Looney Tunes. And during the day, he'd be trying to sleep. And there'd be like a dripping faucet. And he'd like fuck a whole house up just because the faucet was dripping. Or there'd be like construction workers working like with a jackhammer or something like that. He'd go fuck up the whole construction site because, so... Eventually,
those are in half because all the construction equipment, just chop it in pieces.
Right. So eventually, I'm going to revisit the funnier side of it. I think I got a little bit of it in the next issue. In the next issue that's coming up, book 6. It was the hardest thing trying to figure out how I was going to work it into the series because I've made it so much more serious, But this you'll be surprised at how I did it in the next one. It's pretty cool.
And when's that? When do you plan on having another?
That one's gonna go probably as soon as I'm done fulfilling this one. So I'm probably gonna launch around May, I think, for that one. I'm working on the colors for that book right now. So.
Wow. Yeah, you get a chance. Definitely check out Apex. I mean, it's an incredible book too.
Yeah, I have the all the books. All those are available on the current thing too. The current what you call it?
Yeah, I saw something. Cool.
I'm trying to get the store, my website going. It's just another damn thing I got to learn how to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's
too many options.
I've got
too.
a website and I fucking hate it. I do. I mean,
I started one with was it WordPress, I think it was.
Mhm.
And I think I got it like 10 months ago. I started putting it together, and it's still, I just keep going back to it and deciding I'm just not going to deal with that today.
Mhm.
Yeah, I went with Wix. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's still not as user friendly as I would like. It's definitely a chore. I'll say that.
Yeah, I had originally had a small storefront with my business bank account at the bank. They give you like a web page, but it was kind of a it just wasn't very good. It just looked really bad, and it looked kind of lazy. So when I shifted my my payment thing over to the PayPal one, I just closed that store. So
Gotcha. So
what,
Jeff,
what is your book, James?
Yeah, it's it's called Tales of the Mariner. And I think Jerry, you were talking a little bit about it, but yeah, we've been working on this first issue for. I was trying to figure it out, to be honest with you, because we finished our last kind of standalone comic probably like 2008. So I mean, I've been working on it for like 13 years probably. So but yeah, so I wrote it this first issue here, and inked and lettered and did the finishing, and then a buddy of mine who I've always kind of worked with did the pencils.
Is this it here, Jeff DaMars? That's you?
Yeah, yep. Jad Inks is usually what I go by, which I regret now because now nobody knows who I am. It's like, so, but it's easier. But yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's I mean, I'm excited. You want to talk about a low? I am freaking out about it, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna go incredibly low. So if anybody decides to back it, it'll at least get fulfilled. And so I just set it at $100, and I did like a bunch of stretch goals with it. So I'll have like stretch goals every few $100s, and I probably won't make a lot of money. I'll break even and just have like material around then to hit the local cons and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I hope you're careful with your stretch goals now, because you can screw yourself real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I priced them out. Yeah, I priced them out, and like,
Gotcha.
I'll never. Yeah, okay. It's like a sticker at $250. Like, I probably can get 50 stickers for, I don't know, whatever, they're like $20, so like it'll work out. And then a bookmark at 500, and then I can't remember what I put at 1,000. I put something else at 1,000, and then if we somehow got to like 1,500, I was gonna do like a poll with all the physical backers with a couple of options that they could pick from.
That's cool. Yeah.
And I might actually ask your all opinion. I don't want to sell shirts right now just because I don't want to mess with my shipping. I want everything I do for any sort of option to fit in a mailer. So everything I have either for purchase or stretch goal will fit in a mailer, so I don't have to mess with different shipping options. But I want shirts. I'm kind of thinking shirts at 1,500, but maybe just purchasing the transfers. And that is the reward for the physical backers. I just include a transfer, and you can put it on whatever you want, and pick your favorite shirt.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
I mean, that makes more sense, honestly, from a creator standpoint too. Just because, like, I've bought shirts before. Like, I've had shirts made, and I still have a case of them in the garage, and they're all sizes that I can't get rid of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a huge problem, because I have a bunch of shirts that I can't sell because they don't fit anybody.
More importantly, and you buy some too that don't fit you right. You never wear it, and then I don't know. I'm super picky. I'll wear something once and like, no, I'm never gonna wear this again, and I get mad. So
100%. I think that's probably a way cooler idea.
That is right idea.
And I mean that saves people on shipping. Because I mean, with shipping costs the way they are, any way you can simplify that's always good.
Yeah.
especially when you're paying $10 to ship one book. I don't blame anybody for having to charge that much to ship a book, but that's not their fault, but that's just the way we
Nature
behave.
of the beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions that you got, Jeff? I know, you got that campaign coming up. Is it next Wednesday?
It's
yes.
I realized too late. It's Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna hope there's just a lot of other nerds like me at home.
You need to play that into the angle somehow.
Yeah, it's a pretty dark comic, so it's gonna be hard to be like, hey, are you interested in fallen angels and death? For Valentine's Day, is that what you want? Yeah.
Now that you mentioned, maybe that's not such a quick sell. We'll figure something out though.
No, it's I'll be working, so I'll try to take a step away when I launch. I'll probably just take like an hour off because I want to launch around 10 Central here, so I'll take an hour off and do some stuff and do a little thing, and then probably do a thing at night like you're doing. Life's so busy, it's hard. It'll be hard for me to do kind of dedicate as much time as you've been doing. But in terms of like advice, anything you can give me is great. Anything like hiccups that either you ran into the first time. I'm not the only one probably listening who's curious about this stuff of what you ran into with like launching a Kickstarter.
Kenny, you've done way more than me, man.
I think maybe just don't worry so much. I don't know. This is something I worry about all the time. I worry that I'm being a bother to people by posting my stuff online. But I think it's just realizing that most people aren't going to see it anyway. So just post the fuck out of it. Like, because you post I post this because I feel like I just posted this yesterday and I might be annoying people, but like, I just had this conversation with, some people the other day. They're like, how come you don't interact with our stuff on Facebook? Like, and I'm like, I just didn't see it. They're like, we post stuff all the time. I'm like, but I didn't see it. And they're like, they don't understand why. And I realized myself, the algorithm isn't showing it to me. So just post your stuff because eventually somebody's either going to see it and, they're going to see at least one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they see them all and they get annoyed by it. So what?
Yeah. Well, I've already been doing that. I've been trying to be consistent and posting every day, whether it's directly about the Kickstarter or just like whatever art I'm working on at the time. So I've already had to get over that thing where I'm like, well, this is like the third time this week they've heard the phrase Tales of the Mariner or seen a Kickstarter logo and something I'm throwing around. But to be honest, I don't know what happened in 2023 with the algorithms and Instagram, but it just decided I shouldn't exist. It feels like, because before that,
on everybody, dude.
Before that, I would do just a random post or just like a panel I finished, and it would get 100 to 200 likes, and then all of a sudden it was like a switch flipped, and now it's like the same 12 people, which are all great people, and I love interacting with them. But when you're trying to drum up interest, they already know about it, so I'd rather see if you could get somewhere else. But
yeah, it's just that Instagram's just shifted to try to be like a TikTok instead of what made Instagram good. I just make sure you just go multi-platform. I don't have a huge presence on any platform, but I just try to post to all of them.
I might be too old for that. I might. I don't have the patience for it.
I'm only on Instagram. Yeah. I tried Twitter back when it was Twitter, and I was on there like maybe 3 months. I closed that one out. I've been on Facebook, got off of it. I just closed my threads. Like just a couple weeks ago, because I just, why,
getting really dumb. That one was getting really dumb. Well, here's the thing about threads. Like, what's the difference between threads, Facebook, and Instagram?
Exactly.
It's stupid. And all I was seeing on there was just these people that I never seen anything from anybody I followed. I'd open it up and it'd just be somebody posting something like, the sky is blue. The sky is blue. Yeah. They post like 50 lines of that and then like trying to prove their dumb point about what, and I mean, it could be something political or something stupid, right? And every single thread in there was just that shit. I'm like, this is fucking pointless. Why am I even here?
Yeah, I don't really have the time to fight the battles. So I don't. Yeah, for the most part, I think when this Kickstarter is done, I'll probably retreat back to more few times a week posting on Instagram and just focusing on the next thing I'm trying to get done.
People get irritated about that, you know. It's funny. I saw somebody saying that the other day. Well, people only show up when they're promoting something. Well, I mean, I gotta do work. I gotta work on my book. Sometime I can't sit on social media all day and fucking be controversial and argue with people all fucking day long. I got pages to draw, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm actually pretty jazzed because I my own personal output screeched kind of to a halt. Thinking about how to promote, and so, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. It'll, you know, if nothing else, me and Nolan, who's the penciler on this, it's been good. It really stalled out because of me, so it was good to kind of see it through to the end and move on. And if anything, if it's somewhat successful, he said he would want to pencil another one, and I have like a bunch of issues written. So it'll be, it'd be cool if he wants to do another one. Otherwise, Mariner is I don't quite know about its fate because it always just felt like a me and him thing. But if he comes on for another one, we're gonna really push the anthology angle of it and see if we can get other people interested in doing shorts to include with the next one.
That's freaking awesome. I mean, that's what's cool about an anthology. I mean, it's like a totally new thing every issue, you know. The art style, you get in new artists, take a different take to it as far as style. I mean, you could go manga style with one issue if that fits the story more, or you could go super dark, you could go super sketchy, you could go black and white. I mean, it's wide open what you could do with that book, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. After this one, I got another one that's in the early stages that I'll really kick on that I'm gonna do all myself for the first one, but I'm doing the anthology approach again because I don't have a lot of time, so I can't commit to like a series. Like in my head, I just can't wrap it in my head. I'm like, I can get a story down, and sometimes that story might be 50 pages, maybe. Sometimes it might be 7. But at the same time, I can work with other people, and we can do as long. But so the next one is going to be another anthology type plot setup where a lot of different people could easily make a story to add to it and fit within the kind of narrative that's going on. So I'm a huge believer in anthology type series. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, Lesser Known's done quite well, especially Apollo City here lately. Brandon has done quite a few. He just did actually I think it's ongoing. Dark Side Rising, is that?
I think it's finishing up this week. Yeah,
that one looks really cool. I think they've got like close to 50 creators mixed into that between writers and artists. Yeah, I mean, there's some killer. Yeah, I would hate to be the one trying to bring that all in. That's Brandon. And,
I don't want to.
Kai Media.
5 people, 10, 20, 50. It's fucking nuts.
Talking about all the and he talked about all the ones that they weren't able to fit in, and like they got a lot more than just that. And that's really cool that they have that many people that are out there producing that they're linked with. So
yeah, it's insane. It really is. I love what's going on with indie right now. You know, I mean, I really think we're in a new renaissance. You know, I really do. It reminds me of. I almost think it's better than the founding of Image. You know, in some ways, because you're getting all voices out there. You're getting all kind of stuff, man.
My chat just caught weird. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's incredible what's going on with comics right now.
it's a lot different as somebody who's like returning to this. So back in like 2008 when I was kind of doing it myself, it was a lot more local. Obviously,
Yeah.
the internet of things was not the way it was or it is now. And the other thing that was interesting, it seems like everybody was still kind of reeling from the big collapse in like the late 90s and all that of the industry. And
The bubble
it
pop.
was,
Yep.
it felt very dog eat dog. As somebody who is just like, well, I just made this thing and I'm going to show up. You would talk to people for advice and like inking advice. And like they wouldn't want to give it to you. It was almost like they fought for that information. It was, and it's fine. I get it, but it very much felt like I need this so I can stay and make money. And if I give it to you, you might take that money from me. Whereas now, like coming back to it, everyone's like, I'll show you anything. Like anything you want to know, I'll show you and let's do it together. And it's really, really cool. I can't tell you how hard like it was to figure out how to appropriately use like a crow quill to ink. Like everyone would tell you what to buy, but nobody would actually put a process video out. Yeah, and actually show you how to use it.
I think a lot of the problem with that, some people just aren't good at teaching. Like for me, I couldn't tell you what it is I do. I just do it.
I wouldn't even need it. I just needed someone to just like videotape themselves doing it. And like you couldn't like it was so I don't know, it was so vague and I don't know. It just seemed, and now it's like everybody will, and me included. And I try to put out a couple of videos here lately of just like, I don't know, here's how I do it. And I don't know if it's right or wrong, but at least you've seen somebody do it and see what comes out at the other end.
And I tell you, you put that in there and then somebody comes along and sees it that say they're not saying that there is something wrong with your technique because everybody does their own thing, but they might see the way that you're doing it and say, hey, that's great, but have you tried this?
Mm-hmm.
That's the cool thing about it. At least you're putting it out there. That's when I had some kids coming up to me at a con I done a while back, and I mean, it just completely humbled me. They were like, how do you, this is awesome. How are you doing this? And I'm like, hey, I'm just a guy trying to make a book. I'm still learning my way. I said, I'll help you any way I can. I give them all my handles and, I said, you got a question, hit me up. I said, but the main thing, the best advice I can give you is just put your stuff out there. You have to do that. You just get it out there. Your following will come. The main thing is just get the work done.
Absolutely, not be scared. The mantra I've heard a few times and I've tried to adopt it is, it's done, I'll do better next time.
Exactly. Good enough. That's my mantra.
Yep. And because so many people don't even get to the done part. And I don't want to regret not saying I finished something, even if I
watch Jake Parker every once in a while. I'll see his videos pop up and he always says finished, not perfect, which I think is like a perfect way to do it.
Yeah,
for sure.
That really changed my outlook on like how I was like, hey, well, this isn't perfect, but I can call it done at least,
Yeah, you can live with it. Yeah,
you just mess with it forever. I mean, I have pieces of art that I set aside a long time ago that I've never finished because I'm like, I'm never going to get it to that point where I want it to be, where you want perfection. And it's never going to be perfect, So.
Exactly, because as artists, we're always going to be our own worst critic.
We're always getting better too.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm never 100% satisfied with anything that I put out. There's always I can pick it apart. After it's done, I say, well, I could have done something a little different with the hand there. Oh, that shadow looks a little off with the way I brought the light in. I could have moved that around a little bit. I'm going to tear it to pieces every time, So just let good enough be good enough and go on. That's all you can do, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, hey, well, you do get off. Tales of the Mariner
Yep.
launching next Wednesday on
I just followed
Kickstarter.
it.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Jeff DaMars, Jad Inks. Check it out right now.
Cool.
Go ahead. He's got the pre-launch page up. You guys sign up right now. You almost YouTube. Yeah, we're on YouTube, but Kickstarter has an algorithm, just like everything else, you guys. Numbers do matter with everything. So sign up, I mean, that's not obligating you to buy anything. That's obligating you to get a notification when it does launch, where you can actually look over it and decide if you do want it. And
Well,
those
and then
numbers,
you can feel obligated to buy something.
yeah, then you feel obligated and you buy it. But yeah, needs these numbers because Kickstarter sucks with their algorithm. You got millions of books out there, and if you don't have the numbers, you're at the bottom of the pile. So the more numbers Jeff has, the higher that book rises. So
I want to be at the top of the bottom, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm shooting for.
help him get those numbers up.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I got to head out, but Jerry, first off, congratulations on how things are going so far. I'm sure you're going to be successful, and I'm super stoked to get all 5 of the issues and get caught up. So, and thanks for having me on to plug my stuff a bit.
It's a pleasure, Jeff, and I'll continue soon, man. Like I said, your show's going to debut next Wednesday, so you guys be sure and tune into that too, and hear Jeff talk. Go into the dirty details of Tales of the Mariner. Join us next week. Jeff, it was a pleasure, dude.
Absolutely. All right. See ya.
Good.
See you, Ken.
Take it easy, guy. Another great creator, man. I've had the pleasure to meet so many through Instagram, of all things.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Instagram's all right. I just wish it was. I just wish I would have got in during the glory days. But apparently, people aren't. Those people aren't happy with it either. So.
Oh no.
I don't know. I just don't want to make reels. If I wanted to make videos, I'd make videos. I just want to post pictures of the things I'm making.
Right. I got you. Yeah, man. I know exactly what you mean. But I mean, I've found a happy medium with it. I've noticed if you do mostly post and you've got a live or two, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, and then you throw a reel in the mix, it helps. I mean, you put it all together and it boosts everything,
Yeah, because I usually, for the most part, I've been for the last, I don't know, probably most of the last year, I just really just posted on my stories. It was I mean, it's fine. I mean, the most that's where I get the most interaction from people. They usually just interact with my stories and stuff, so it's cool, I guess. I think I'm gonna start trying to grow my Twitter and see how that goes, because I hear that's where it's at supposedly if you're an artist. So.
See, I've heard different. I've heard if you're in comics and you're an artist, I've heard Facebook is the way to go.
I could kind of see that because of groups, but they keep messing with the groups. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I know people who are doing really well with comics on Facebook too. So I don't know. I guess it's really just all about going all in on something, I guess. And
I think it is. I think it's just throwing the chips in and going with it, whatever platform you decide on.
Right.
That's, yeah. I guess that's with anything in life, though. You just got to go all in.
I'm going to look up this. Somebody was talking about it earlier. Wrote it down. Where'd it go? Some Comic-Con in Houston. I don't remember what it was because I have it written down around here somewhere. I'll find it.
Comic Palooza.
Yeah, Comic Palooza. I'm going to look into that because, I got family I got family in Texas now, so
that's a big one, dude.
That'll cut down on costs having to get hotels and all that stuff.
And I'm going to know, well, you're probably going to know a few of them. Robert Garcia should be there, the one that does Retribution. Robert will be there. I can't remember if Dan said he was going to make Comic Palooza this year or not. I know he was going to try.
He's from Texas, right?
Yeah, Austin. Yeah, both of those guys are from Austin, and there's quite a few of them. I can't think right off the top of my head, but I know there's like 4 guys that are pretty much in our main circle that are from the Austin, Houston, all up in there in that big circle, and quite the majority of them will be at Comic Palooza.
Nice.
I would love to make that show, but as usual, I'm working, so I'm going to try and make one of the next shows I'll be able to make will be Mississippi Con. That's going to be in late June. I'm going to try and make that. That's right here in good old Jackson, Mississippi. So
nice.
And I hear good things. I hear the show's growing every year. They've had some good guest lineups as far as celebrities, and that always pulls people in. And they're getting more and more independent creators in too. So I love that.
Yeah, I'm on the wait list for a bunch of stuff.
Folks.
I don't know what happened. I missed a bunch of communications, or I just didn't get them for different shows. But I was signing up. I was going through my signups for shows, and I was like, man, I haven't signed up for this yet. Better go sign up for this. I'm on the wait list. I'm on the wait list for so many different things. So we'll see what happens with my show schedule this year. I was going to try and do a little bit more, but now it's looking like with all the wait lists I'm on, I'm probably going to maybe do the same amount as last year or less, which, I mean, leaves more time for other stuff, I guess, like getting the website together and all that stuff. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes. I really want to get that website fixed up since I've been paying for it for almost a year and haven't used it yet.
Wow. Well, dude, I think let's give them one more shout out on the books, and I think we're going to call it a show. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. It's probably I need to go get something to eat, so that's perfect.
I hear you, man. It's been an awesome day, Kenny. I have enjoyed this, man.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know really where my expectations were with this, like I said, because it's just so vastly different than what I've done before. So,
right,
we'll see how it continues to go over the next 20 days, because that's a long time. 20 days is a long time, but we're doing good so far. So,
oh god,
yeah,
I think we're off to a great start.
It's on Instagram. It's on Kickstarter for the next 20 days. Fantasy adventure, big swords, frog warriors, and little panda bears. My favorite part about it really is that nobody really knows what's going on with that, which is kind of cool. It's just there, and it's awesome. So
yeah,
it doesn't need a whole lot of explanation. I don't think. I think it's just like we got a frog warrior and a little panda bear. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
What else do you need? What else do you really need?
What do you need to know? What do you need to know about?
I mean, that frogs and panda bears sell themselves, man.
Right? Exactly. So,
and
what do you need to know? And then you got End Days 4.
Yep. All issues will be available. And I know it's confusing as hell. This is chapter 4, but the 5th issue. Because I did a prequel. It doesn't go along with the count. So, all these will be available. What can I say? Supernatural thriller. It's Jack the Ripper mixed with angels, demons, and vampires set in Victorian era England. You got kind of a Sherlock Holmes vibe meets the show Supernatural. It's all with a touch of From Hell. It's all mixed together in a nice little cake. So, check it out. I think you'll love it. I love it. Who doesn't like angels and demons and vampires and Jack the Ripper?
Right.
This is a mature book. This is not for your kids. Let me put that out right now. This is mature themes. Yeah, we've got Jack the Ripper running around killing folks. But is he a man? No, he's not. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil any more. There's a little more explained in the campaign. So jump in our bios. You can go to the Kickstarter links in both of our bios.
YouTube video
give us
links below.
Yep. Well, I'll have all our links, the Kickstarter links, everything will be there just as soon as we finish this video. I'm going to start putting the description together so you can see everything. Everybody that's been on the show tonight, you can check out their work. You can give them a follow. All these guys do incredible stuff. And I mean, just check it out. Don't take my word for it. Go look for yourself.
And then if you back both campaigns, we'll have some digital rewards for people who back both campaigns. We'll figure out how it's going to work later, but we'll be checking. So if you back End of Days 4 and Blue Heart Emoji, we're going to take care of you. We're going to get you some cool digital wallpapers and some stuff like that. So
some awesome stuff. Kenny, it has been an absolute pleasure, man. I'm sure we'll definitely touch bases sometime fairly early tomorrow and give these guys another update. Thanks for being on the show again, dude. Thanks for agreeing to this madness with me.
It's been a lot of fun. It's always fun bullshitting with you about, stuff and football and Dolphins,
Exactly. Hey, we didn't make the play. We made the playoffs. We might not have made the Super Bowl, but it's still the greatest team of all time. 72, 73 Dolphins.
It is. Back when you could hit a quarterback and not get a penalty.
Yeah. And he would think his name was Wednesday when you tried to pick him up. So anyway, you guys have a blessed night, Kenny. It was an absolute blast. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Give you updates on the campaign. Jump in the description. Check all this cool stuff out. Hey, that's a show, guys. You guys were great.
Don't forget,
Kenny, you're fucking awesome,
sharing.
and I'm jealous of your beard as always. So anyway, that's the show, guys.
See you later.
Have a good one.